2 points in the standings is 2 points in the standings, but well, it was an ugly one there, Grant.
It was. It deteriorated fast in the third period. There was some fights at the end of the 6-minute mark that really was precipitated by some stick work by the other team. But we stuck together as a group. We managed to get a shutout. We certainly could have put a lot more goals on the board. I thought their goalie played well. We moved the puck very well tonight, so it's a good effort.
Yeah, a lot of guys really stepped it up. Of course, there was the power play goal, but then Grant Ledyard came through with that big shorthanded goal late in the second.
Yeah, I mean, if you let a team hang around long enough, they get the feeling that they can play with you. And we made some mistakes in the third period, but I think that's just overall some of our inexperience again. And but Rocky played very, very well, and unfortunately he was involved in that scrum near the end. So we're going to look at some tape, and probably we'll be facing some suspensions, and we'll have to put a makeshift lineup in Thursday night in Stouffville.
And that leads to my next question: is you hit the road for Stouffville, and that's you're going to be faced with having to put a very thin roster on the ice. You're going to be calling up any players from elsewhere?
Well, we'll try. We understand that the Buffalo Blades that we use and the Regals are traveling, or the Junior Sabres 18 and under team, they'll be traveling on the road early Friday morning, so it's very, very hard to use that group. But we'll be calling on the Buffalo Blades, and hopefully they have enough guys healthy. But we don't want to deplete their roster either, and we'll see if we can get someone to play.
Tell me about Parker Hagen's play. He really seemed to step it up tonight.
The first 2 periods very quiet, but man, when he was called upon in the third period, he was fantastic. So very happy for him. It was a great game for him, and the guys worked hard in front of him, and they realized that a 0 on the board would look good for him.
We've talked about him before, but we'll say it again. Jonas Fredrickson just looks a lot more comfortable up front.
Well, I think I have to agree with you there. It's not that he gets lost in the back end there, as he just likes to handle the pucks, and he's got some very good creativity, and so we're going to let him do that in the offensive zone instead of something more like the defensive zone or the offensive blue line. I'd rather see him deeper in the zone and use his turning ability and his stick.
Max Bukowski and Joe Johnson really seem to have stepped up their play as well, and that kind of gives you some difficult choices as to what forwards to dress and who to sit, because Alex Dagnall, for example, was a scratch tonight.
Yeah, Alex, he's got a follow-up MRI tomorrow for the concussion that he got the other day. We're not even going to let him close to the ice until the dent tells us that he's cleared to skate with no symptoms. So, Max has been playing very, very well. Joe was called up from Buffalo, and Joe was with us last year, and Joe deserves some time to play. So, hopefully he can join us again on Thursday night. But both those kids have done very, very well.
Give me a scouting report on the Spirit. You'll be facing them in Stouffville Thursday night.
It's going to be a very difficult game. They're a lot along lines of us. They skate well. They have good special teams. They kill penalties well. Their power play is efficient. Ours has been a little bit better lately, but their numbers are pretty much the same as ours, and so we'll be looking at maybe a mirror image of ourselves, and they'll have lots of energy, and they saw what went on tonight, and they'll see some of our suspended players out, maybe lick their chops, maybe a touch.